Hey guys, welcome to a basic tutorial of how to use every character. We'll be going through first one, which is pretty common, Scout. All of you might like Scout, and probably would notice that he is the fastest character. The flare gun, you can light up the room, pretty easy, but I think pretty fun in my opinion to use, one of the funnest characters to use. Probably not the best one to deal with swarms, as it does take quite a few times to kill some of this stuff. The shotgun will probably be your friend when you're dealing like with anything close up, anything small. It does have an assault rifle, pretty accurate, one of the most accurate guns in the game. I do not recommend you solo with Scout, as you may see yourself struggle a little bit with the fights if you're like on a difficult. So I recommend if you're trying to like solo with Scout, like lower the difficulty, maybe try him on hazard 1, 2, if any character, just try to get it familiarize yourself with. But you as a Scout should be focusing on the objectives, as you're the fastest person in your team. He does have a grappling hook. The grappling hook is actually very good to like get out of any situation, travel anywhere you want. He gets you across the room pretty easily. Get the high grounds. As you can see, it does take quite a few. Like the Scout is almost like basically out of ammo, wasted half of it. You definitely do not want to like be focusing too much on the enemies. That should be like your teammates. And if you are playing solo, you can definitely play on the public lobby. The degree is pretty friendly. As the reward shit goes, his grenades, that's where you start off. The slowdowns are actually not that bad. That can actually help you get out of situations. Splitter is pretty bright, lasts pretty long, so that you can light up the room for your teammates. Very fun character. You can easily escape the enemies, go up ahead in front of your teammates, as well as come back. Next up, we'll be talking about Gunner. I think this is a very underrated character because he's very slow, but the reason why he is slow is because he has a lot of ammo. Find yourself like struggling like with ammo a lot, this would probably be your character. The primary is just a machine turret, just overheats. He has a shield as well you can shoot out of if you're getting like swarmed. Easily put the distance between your enemies. You also have grenades. They go pretty far, do a lot of damage. This pistol is also good for long range, very accurate. Can easily get to the objectives as well as get down from high ground. Pistol is mostly like one shots to grunts. Can get to some of the objectives, help the Scout to get to some of the objectives that he can't get, or get down from really fast as well. He definitely has a lot of ammo, just very slow, but can definitely do a lot of damage. Play zip lines. You would definitely get shot out of the zip lines. But next up, we'll be talking about Engineer. As Engineer, you do have a shotgun. I believe it's a grenade launcher. Two things to keep in mind as an Engineer: you can take out the swarms pretty fast, but you will run out of ammo pretty easily. A shotgun does pretty decent damage on the targets. It has a decent range. The grenade on the Engineer that you have, it does it's just the guy dancing. May seem pretty useless, but comes pretty in handy. You can easily get some free shots on the enemies. Grenade launcher is very good to like do with like enemies bunched up. You get swarmed. Just put down a grenade, they'll start focusing on the grenade instead of you. I recommend getting the SMG if you do struggle with the shotgun. You do have platforms. They do shoot from pretty good distance. If you need to get out somewhere, you have the Scout that can probably like help you get there. You can put it across the room and also stack them. Make a whole bridge if you want to. The one thing the Engineer does roll on somewhat the play is would be the turrets. Probably save a little bit of ammo with that by using that. On the bottom right, you'll see the ammo for the turrets, the total ammo. If you have no way up to get up, easily be still stairs. Driller has a flamethrower, which is really good, but for flying bugs, possibly be a struggle for a little bit for some people. This is not very good to use for bugs. You have a secondary that does. Driller has a flamethrower, which is really good, but for flying bugs, possibly be a struggle for a little bit for some people. This is not very good to use for bugs. You have a secondary that does pretty decent damage, but if you're finding yourself like struggling a lot with like crawling stuff, the flamethrower is your friend. Trying to get to the objective, the driller's ability is really good for that. His driller does tend to tends to overheat for quite a bit. His drills does tend to overheat quite easily, so we keep that in mind as you're drilling. You can make tunnels, make it easier to reach every team, make more pathways. So that's have quite a few range, better range than a flamethrower, but it is still in sidearm. This is Hazard 5, so you guys would have definitely an easier time killing stuff, maybe in Hazard 2 or 1. The C4 on the drillers actually has a pretty good like range of detonator. You only have 2 at the starting, 3 if you like get the other perk. The driller can easily help you like extract as your team if you're like all the way at the bottom, too many tunnelways, cave complexities. Can easily make a shorter way for it. The only thing I would be careful of is how you're using your C4 because it does have quite a bit of a range, but can easily be very useful to get a res up or clear a path for you or your teammates. You're like most of the stuff around it, dig your way. It's a very fun character to use. I think every character is good in the sense of if you're trying to solo or try to survive more, isn't too much for like dealing storms as is to go for more the objective. The other 3 characters would be dealing the swarm, and they have an easier time finding the enemy, whereas they have a lot of ammo, killing the enemies pretty fast, or both just in general, or probably supporting your scout to like get the objective. If you're trying to like solo a mission, your scout is probably not the one that you want to use for, as it doesn't have that much firepower. The ammo runs out pretty fast as well. Engineer has some platforms, can get some high, create a path on top for your teammates, or get some of that nitra, get some of the healing, can easily make your life a bit easier. The driller can also drill a tunnel up top, get better to the objective, a created path, shorter way, deals with a lot of the enemies, can kill them pretty quickly. The only issue would be his flamethrower, which does not deal with them that great of enemies in the air. The C4 does a lot of damage. His axe actually does some pretty good damage as well. And I believe that about covers it. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I will see you on the next video.